so you've been, an entrepreneur from very early on. Can you explain where that came from and what it is to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, man. And to kind of touch on what you were just saying too, this is something that commonly happens in our circle is like there's a lot more depth to our stories, but sometimes we don't get an opportunity to really learn and hear everything, right? Even though we connected, like I met you, thought, we get a chance to exchange energy and see, that we're good people and we have, our own missions and things like that. But we don't really all the time get a chance to sit down and like, tell me your life story, like what is everything you're doing? And I think a lot of that also, I take a lot of fault for that because I can be more vocal about the things that I have going on. And that's something that I'm working on. It's just being more vocal about things. But I'm big on attraction and not like chasing, right? So I don't chase and like try to force my story down, people's throats. But naturally things come around and we get opportunities to sit and talk and have genuine conversations. And then you get to learn about me and I get to learn about you. And um, it's not watered down by all of the hoopla and things that's going on around us, right? We get an actual chance to connect. But you asked me another question too. You said, what was the question again?
Yeah, just about being an entrepreneur. And
Oh yeah.
you've had, it sounds like you started this early on in your journey, and
Yeah.
just talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I think for me, entrepreneurship is just it's an opportunity for people who are very ambitious and are dreamers, right? Like I've always been a person who dreamt like as a kid, and I never let go of that. Like dreaming of like, building and having a life that I truly, truly love, right? And I think because I've seen so many people in my life, like in my family, um, not able to take advantage of um, opportunities around them, just for lack of experience, for lack of um, knowledge. Being from Cali, like where I'm from, San Bernardino, California, there is a lot. I don't know. People get stuck there. I have a lot of family that have gotten stuck and have, just didn't have the best examples around them. And I was fortunate that my mom moved us out of Cali to Seattle. And have you ever been to Seattle before?
I have
So
not.
okay, so I moved from here. I picture like this: the hood in California, where it was blacks and Mexicans, like it was just blacks and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere. And then we moved from there to Seattle, where it was so diverse, where there was like so many different cultures represented, um, and the school system was different. So then I became exposed to different things, and then we moved from there to Atlanta, Georgia, where it was like Black excellence, right? And then after that, I went to the military, and then went to Oklahoma. So you see, like how I was like moving around to different environments, and I was being exposed to different things, and I always wanted more out of life. So entrepreneurship, which I actually didn't even learn that term until 2012, basically, when I got out of the military. Prior to that, I was just a hustler. Like I just hustled, you know what I'm saying? I just, if I had a skill set or something I was interested in, I'm an avid learner. So I get very intrigued by learning new concepts and new theories and things like that. So once I learn something new, I go into this mode of just like diving all in, and I just want to learn all about it and consume it, right? And then after I consume as much information as I can, then I just basically go into like an application phase where I'm like, okay, let me apply what I've learned now. And I started using that to create opportunities for myself to make money and to make things that I had as ideas come to life. Right. And then it really just blew my mind where I was like, yo, you could really think anything. You can think of anything and create it in the world and give value to somebody, and they'll give you money or give you, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They'll give you something like, exchanging things. You once you learn skill sets, you learn that you can exchange value for value, and it doesn't always have to be money. But a lot of times with the society that we live in, you know, sometimes you're trying to create opportunities for you to thrive and pay bills, right? So entrepreneurship came to me when I got out of the military, and I was really seeking ways to create opportunities for myself to grow and thrive.